Yo, back with another reaction, back with another video. So y'all can see by the title or whatnot, we got Why I Still Believe in Kalen, DeBoer at Alabama. So yeah, this the dude YouTube right here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can see it right at the bottom right of the screen. We're finna see what this nigga got to say. I mean, what my boy got to say. Even though I don't know dude, I ain't just calling him nigga or not. We don't even know is he a nigga or not, but yeah. We finna see what he got to say, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, me personally, before this video even start, I'm just gonna let y'all know I 150% believe in my boy Kalen DeBoer. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like it'll never be another Nick Saban, so y'all gotta stop saying he not gonna do what Nick Saban did. Kirby Smart's not gonna even do what Nick Saban did. It would never be another Nick Saban. Not even close. Not even close, bro. Like what he did was like history, bro. Like history has been like it's over with, bro. Like can nobody else do that? But I feel like Kalen DeBoer is gonna do a pretty good job at holding Alabama to the standard that we're expecting him to hold it to. Yeah, I really believe in my boy. My camera got 11%. This video 8 minutes long, so I ain't finna do too much chatting in the intro. Let's get into it. Let's see what Brody got to say.
Alabama has had one of the greatest dynasties in college football history.
Let's see.
Nick Saban was a legend and one of the greatest head coaches of all time for this Bama team, and he led them to many national championship victories. But recently, Nick Saban did step down, and there's pressure on Kalen DeBoer, the new head coach, to really step up for this Alabama team
but I
in
think
a crucial time.
It. I think he can handle it.
There was a bunch of pressure on Kalen DeBoer heading into last season. And at the start of the 2024 season, I'd say he was exceeding expectations at first.
He got that pick.
The 2024
bro got that pick on Georgia. Look at Kirby back there. I remember this. Bro got that pick on Georgia, bro. Oh my God, I was so happy, bro. Nigga was like a little kid in the living room, bro. Like I went to this game, bro. I'm literally right here in Mississippi. I could have easily went to Atlanta, bro. Or at this Georgia. I could have. Where was it, bro? I could have easily went, bro. Like, oh, why I didn't go to the game, bro? Oh my God, bro. It was up 28-0 at half. Like, bro, like.
Really how Alabama fans wanted it to. They were dominant and ended up beating Georgia, and they were the #1 team in the country at one point. But that would soon fall apart after losing to Vanderbilt in a shocking upset. They struggled with inconsistent issues on defense, but more specifically on offense. They ended up finishing with an underwhelming 9-4 season, and Alabama didn't even look like a top 25 team after an embarrassing loss to Michigan to end the season.
We finna get boys straight hell.
That was the first time Alabama did not win 10+ games since Nick Saban's first year at Bama, which was 2007. So I understand why there's been a lot of doubt with this Alabama team under Kalen DeBoer.
Come on, bro. Get to the good stuff.
15 years of dominance, but this team took a big step back last year, only winning 9 games. And now a lot of people have been up and down on this Bama team. And some people are expecting this team to continue downhill even more. But in this video, I do want to talk about why I still think Kalen DeBoer could lead Alabama to the big stages. And why I think they can still win big and a national championship is still in the picture. Obviously, it is a new era of college football, and the landscape is absolutely wide open. And I can't say Kalen DeBoer is going to lead Bama to multiple national titles like Saban did. I can't even say he'll lead them to 1 national title victory. But for certain, it's going to be extremely...
Do you hear yourself, son? Do you hear yourself? You really think we finna just win 1 national title with Kalen DeBoer? Do you hear yourself? Who else gonna win them? You better not say Georgia. Who else gonna win them? Ohio State ain't getting no more. Oregon damn sure ain't finna win. Michigan ain't getting no more. Who gonna win? You know Texas ain't finna win nothing. Damn sure ain't LSU. Who else gonna win, bro? You just let me know. You let me know, alright? Alright. Let me know.
Difficult to meet the standard of that Alabama dynasty under Saban.
We run this.
But regardless, I want to talk about why they should still be at the top of the conversation for national title contenders moving into the future. And first of all, it's because I believe Kalen DeBoer is a great head coach, and we should not be sleeping on him. He's been a winner everywhere he has gone with on 130.
About time nigga said something that's, you know what I'm saying, there's facts, you know. All this negative and false stuff, like, about time.
13-16 record. He has multiple Coach of the Year awards and multiple national championships.
Camera got 7%.
And he even led a Washington team with 3 and 4 stars to a national championship appearance just 2 seasons ago.
So why was you
9 wins
saying that
at
at the
Bama
beginning
in
of the
year
video
1 was very
then?
underwhelming. But
Then
on the
got
bright
5
side, he
stars
still
now.
has time to
He did it
learn
with
at
3
the
stars.
SEC level, and the recruiting is still elite at a very
Make
high
it
level.
make sense.
And that's a reason to believe that this team could still be a national title contender. 2025 is going to be a very intriguing season, and I think we'll learn even more about where the trajectory of this Bama team is heading with Kalen DeBoer. The 2025 recruiting class is 3rd in the country, and they have the quarterback of the future in Kalen Russell.
Like, they be
Kalen Russell is one of the most highly coveted 5-star recruits over the last decade, and he's a great recruit for this Alabama team at quarterback. He's going to have the opportunity to battle with guys like Austin Mack and Ty Simpson in a pretty loaded quarterback room. Don't get me wrong, Jalen Milroe was a talented quarterback, but he was also very inconsistent, and I don't think he worked well with that Kalen DeBoer system, in my opinion. I believe Kalen DeBoer will work much better with accurate pocket passes like he did with Michael Penix Jr. at Washington. And Ty Simpson is a former 5-star, and he showed flashes of his passing ability. And Austin Mack is a guy to watch as well. He's a solid dual-threat quarterback option. And he has been with Kalen DeBoer for years, even dating back to his time at Washington as a backup behind Michael Penix. Kalen Russell just adds more competition to that quarterback room and a fresh start for Kalen DeBoer heading into his second season as the Alabama head coach. Another reason there's huge potential for that offense moving forward is because of the new addition of offensive coordinator Ryan Grubb. He should add more structure to that offense after becoming the offensive coordinator.
Y'all know what they do, bro.
He was the offensive coordinator at Washington and worked under Kalen DeBoer, and Washington had an elite offense in 2023. So Kalen DeBoer and Ryan Grubb have experience working together, and that is huge, and that could help elevate that Bama offense, them being back together. And that Alabama offense was playing terrible at the end of last season, so they really need help.
Straight built the booty,
Last season was kind of a reload year for Bama with the new staff and a whole bunch of new starters and young talent. They didn't return a bunch of production, and they lost a bunch of talent after Nick Saban
we got our whole defense back, man.
But heading into 2025, this is a team that returned 63% of the production, which is 35th in the country. And despite a struggling 2024 season, I think they're set up a lot better for 2025.
Exactly.
They have a rising star at wide receiver and 5-star Ryan Williams, so there's potential for a huge connection with quarterback 1 and the young Ryan Williams.
Come on, bro.
And watch out for the transfer portal wide receiver Isaiah Horton, who was a big target for Campbell last year at Miami. He's a young, speedy receiver joining this Alabama team, and he gives Alabama another reliable target that can make big plays, as we saw from his time at Miami. Jeremy Bernard is also back at wide receiver for Bama, and he was a reliable target at times last season as well.
Working with a registered dietitian can be
missing the moment up, bro. We don't want to see this. Ain't nobody finna buy it. Like, bro, come on, bro.
Alabama brings back a solid running back in Jam Miller. They did lose Justice Haynes, but I think Jam Miller will be even better next year. The defense was making progress last year under DeBoer, and they add some big defensive transfers as well. They add 4-star and Hill Green, who was a leading tackler for Colorado last season. And he has over 200 career tackles. He could be a great leader for that Bama defense and really step up. And they also add Cam Calhoun at cornerback. He's a young, talented cornerback. And they add defensive lineman Kelby Collins, who should have a solid year for Bama in 2025. I don't think Alabama is a team we should just disregard because they took a step back after Nick Saban retired. They have a very good roster heading into 2025 and some very young, talented players coming up. Kalen DeBoer really does have great talent to work with, and I expect them to be a consistent team and always in the playoff and national title conversation. And they will certainly be a team to watch next season.
1% though.
We'll see how they do in 2025, but they are still extremely talented and have one of the biggest winners at head coach in college football in Kalen DeBoer. And I got to say, as long as they continue to recruit at a top 5 level, this team should not be slept on, and they should be a top contender every year. Because last year was a transitional year for Kalen DeBoer at Bama. But I really think the addition of Ryan Grubb as the offensive coordinator should help that team out.
You ain't got to say too much, bro. My stuff at 1% anyway, so yeah. Y'all know what to do, bro. Hey. Enough said, bro. I gotta put my other battery in, bro. But enough said, bro. Enough freaking said, bro. Y'all already know what we finna do this shit. We finna go undefeated and win the natty. That ginger blinked out. It don't even say no battery. It's orange with a line going through it now. So we're gonna get back with y'all, bro. Yeah, y'all know what to do though. Like the vid. So, but yeah.